started with a set which is very angular and have a very defined perspective. I wouldn't call it masculine, but it's a very strong statement of a set design. I saw the set for the first time. It sort of reminded me of the big rock and roll shows that were out touring back in the 90s. That had big set designs and big lighting rigs above that was very symmetric and in blocks and pods and stuff like that. It sort of came up with just straight lines, so it's basically a lot of straight trusses up there and a lot of fixtures, a lot of beam fixtures. And it was also a key thing to me to actually bring in a lighting rig again, because I feel that it has been missing for a couple of years due to the other sets they have been having in the Eurovision. And also the set designers had that idea to start with as well. They wanted to have lights incorporated in the set, so we have this line. We outline the whole stage floor with Sharpies. We have two pools within the stage floor with magic dots. So all the lights up there are rigged in 4 groups, like classical ACL bars, 6 bars, 8 bars, we have 16 bars, we have 9 bars, and we have a long bar of 56 Sharpies in a straight row. So that's basically what we're trying to do. It's to complement the set with a huge lighting impact and a lot of beamwork. So we had just a simple, I think it's a 6-meter truss, and on that truss is rigged 3 towers with 2 fixtures in each tower that we can bring those down on the sides of the stage and do some proper side lighting. So it's framing shutter units that we have on the sides, and those have been very useful not only for the intervals and openings. I've used them a lot in the show as well, because we have a few numbers that uses back projection and front projection and all kinds of projection, and you need to be able to light them very specific without hitting the projection screen. So we're using the blade system a lot for these kind of things. We use them to wash the first bleacher round we have, the A section, and to do the standing audience down on the floor. So we use them only for audience lights, and that's because they are rigged as well very high up in the air. I think we trimmed now on 24, 26 meters or something like that. And we need the punch, and we need the spread of them, that we can cover big surfaces, but also get the punch to do that in saturated colors. Yeah, I found that on LDI. I just walked into the exhibition hall and saw this super bright, very defined, colorful beam passing through the roof there. And we went over to the stand and checked it out, and just thought that this could be our trick, so to speak. This could be our gadget for the year. And since we have so many other beam instruments in the rig, it was also interesting to find another texture of a beam, because it really produces another texture. It's a little bit thicker than a Sharpie, a little bit thinner than the Mythos, and bright like I don't know anything else that's so bright. And they have been proven to be very reliable as well, and they produce some very funky colors, which I like, and it has prisms and stuff and can do a lot of different things, but apparently it's of course a very strong beam light. I wanted to try the new the Seniors for that. Well, it's a new product, but also because it has this new bulb technology that has a better CRI value in the bulb, which is fantastic. In here we use them for effect work as a big spot profile thing, and they have been very good. There's a good optics in them. They're very sharp. If you use gobos, they are very crisp. The color rendering of it is also very interesting, since you have this very good CRI value. So for me in television, I would say it's just nothing more than a slight revolution, because it's all of a sudden I get rid of all the headaches with the greenish-ness or the pinkish-ness or whatever. All of a sudden you have a proper light, a proper quality of a light source that actually gives you white. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. I hope we will see this in all of our lights later, the same technology. Well, we have the Martin, the new strobe, the Atomic 3000 LED strobe. I really like them. There is some slightly things with the dimmer curves and stuff that you can sort of work around when you learn it. And we have scrollers on all of them that the crew hates me for, with a custom gel string in them. That is proven very, very nice because I have put in some more saturated colors in the gel string, and we get some really nice effects with the aura effect and gel in front of that, and then you turn the strobe on. So you can, for instance, you can have a green, the strobe looks green, or it looks blue, but the strobe you get out of it is green. So you have a green strobe on a blue background, for instance, and stuff like that. You can fiddle around with the filter and the aura and then surprise you by the strobe that turns into another color. Yeah, we made life a bit harder for ourselves since we have a lot of options in the set when moving around pieces of the set. All the flying arcs are equipped with a lot of Sharpies, for instance. And there's a few more gadgets we also have in the arsenal, but the thing with the delegations this year, if you compare it to 2013, is that they feed us an enormous amount of more information now. They are on the game, on top of the game, in a whole different manner now. They really want some very specific effects. And sometimes we can do it, and sometimes we cannot because we don't have that sort of thing in our rig, or it's not positioned in the right place or something like that. But we try to help them out, and we also have a clear, we call it the Mons effect, since Mons won with a projection number last year. So we have projections, we have back projections, we have lasers, we have tracking, we have extra lights and all sorts of gadgets for the different delegations that they demand or bring themselves, or bring the ideas themselves. So it's been very demanding. It's a huge difference from 2013. It's been a much tougher work. Eurovision is fantastic because you never get that kind of resource, or seldom get the kind of resource or the preparation or the team where you handpick people to do certain things. That was my mission that I learned after 2013, to try to push the envelope a little bit further. And Eurovision-wise, we're talking to make it a little darker, a little more dangerous, a little more with more attack. And we have managed to do that in a few songs, and I'm very happy with that. I have been lucky to do this twice as a designer, and it's fantastic. I'm gonna feel so good tomorrow when this is over. It's been a very long journey, and it's been so much hard work. And hopefully we can produce something fantastic tonight.